just when you finish with this woman that you want to go over to, that's Caribbean, you just came back here. Yeah. I saw your engagement quality and everything. You know, in Africa, irrespective of the fact that we're working so hard to project us to the world, our challenges are just so much. Yeah. It hurts so bad that we can't even use our own generated power to have this session. I'm sure these guys are pleading to have this session because of the power. This is an entrepreneur. He works here. He's building a tech community in Nnewi. Wow. But I can tell you that he's going through So these are conversations. They are not popular.
And that's why we need people like you, because some of us cannot do it, but we need more. It's not like I don't like politics.
No, I know.
I love politics. I'm a politician myself. But the thing is, like, sometimes you need to also allow other people to voice out your opinion. And I will please make sure you talk about Tinubu. I watch that.
My profile page is Protean Equal accounts. Then my page is Princess Nnewi. That's the one I'm sending.
Yeah, Princess Nnewi sounds like a good name, right? Yeah.
How that catch?
Okay.
I need a TV. I need a TV.
Okay, yeah.
That's where you are now.
That's where you are.
See, these guys have built a whole studio, man. Even me, I don't have this studio.
What do you do for you?
No, she has to be back. See, this guy watches me around.
I was watching what you did the last time.
Yeah, and
okay, I am urbanized media, UBA, urbanized.
Urbanized.
That's my channel.
Wow.
And what we do is I will project Nnewi, Anambra State and Nnewi, to the world. So many things are happening in Nnewi. But just like he said, we are not being encouraged. Okay, now we are in the whole of Africa now. Yeah. See, the roads are very bad roads, very narrow roads, you know. The government don't pay attention to this productive city, which is not supposed to be what it should be. Yes. You understand? There holds so many potential, not just for Nigeria, but for Africa.
For the world. Yeah.
If you count so many companies here in Nnewi, not just in nothing. We have Kutis cable. Kutis cable is the biggest, it's the best cable we have in West Africa.
In West Africa.
We have cable.
Yes, it's quoted on the stock exchange. Yes, it's quoted, it's a PLC. Yeah?
It's a PLC, not just Kutis cable.
It's owned by
Yes. Yeah.
He trained in the US. He came down here, built it here, and took it to the stock exchange. So it's not about him and sons. Yeah. I mean, investors invested. I mean, it's the best of cables in West Africa. It's not. But the only thing is that when you talk about unit costs, that is why people don't look long term. They want cheap. But if you can pay for the services of that cable, I bet you don't get to your house and you are like, it has been bought and the rest of them. So when you talk about politics, I think you can. I'm not a staff or neither am I a staff, but I'm Nigerian, and it doesn't matter that you are meeting me in Alibo. You were in Port Harcourt some days ago, right? The man you were with. These are people whom I'm sure that if they get together, we have so much to give to the world. It's hot. Check most of us here. Maybe a lot of people here might even be at the process of processing their visa.
That's quite sad. We want to leave. Don't Japa ass, man. Please, Japa is staying here. If you want a Japa from Lagos to Nnewi.
Someone like me, I came down from Lagos.
I get that. Yeah.
Someone like him too.
Somebody like
you came down here to establish.
You don't think that's how it's supposed to be?
That's how it's supposed to be.
You have to build our own place.
Exactly. You know, this is one of the reasons why whenever I get opportunity, I want to address Africans living in the diaspora. Yeah. When it comes to people that complain bitterly about Africa, it's them. I'm not saying that Africa is perfect, right? We just like what you're saying, but who should build it for us? Who should correct it for us?
Someone that will do the job.
We don't have Africa got no friends. I keep saying it.
That's the truth.
Africa, like we think China is our friend. Even now we say, oh, we don't like France and the US. Now we like China and Russia. Come on, man.
They're going to feast on us.
Come on, man.
At the point of time, they will just
feast on us on the dinner table.
I am saying that if Nigeria has a problem, right? Can we have, even if Nigerians cannot solve it, can we have Ghanaians coming in? We need an African solution for African problems.
Yes. Yes.
A country like Nigeria should not be struggling with power. Like I feel like you guys, you are so used to the power going off. Like a day you.
But that's our reality. It's our reality.
You know, that's
our reality. Like if this power goes off now, everybody's going to act like.
In Ghana, if the power goes off, it's like, hey, but here the power goes off and everyone is looking at your face. And I'm like, oh wow, it's normal. It's normal.
What you pay for it? I think also, please, this is also another strong play I think I need to make.
Please do.
For someone like me, I've taken time, pen and paper, followed, I've seen your reach. There is so much you can do for Africa, and you are doing a lot already. What I mean is, with respect to the youthful population, now you are Ghanaian, I'm Nigeria, some other guys are South Africa,
Gambia,
their wife is Kenya, and all that. Is there any way we can have a platform where young people do virtually and sit, talk about the little things we can do for other continent Africa? I have a friend who has just built one of the biggest medical devices that will be used to diagnose malaria. He's based in Australia. He left Nigeria, a medical doctor, a microbiologist, and a biomedical engineer. We went to the aviations before you came down and the rest of them. So is the only way we can get together?
You know what I'm going to say? You can create a platform, invite me, and I'll invite the rest. You know, like when it comes to stuff like that, we need to stop. You can't be talking about it and expect what Maya to, because you know, like the platform that I've also created, it's like Africans across the globe. Can you start something, and then I will come on board, and then we just, you know, so it's not like everything is I know what Maya. That's what I believe in. I believe that we all need to have a role to play as young Africans. If we can come together, start something small, get support from each other, believe me, we'll build a whole empire. I think you didn't talk about your YouTube channel. I'm so sorry. The conversation changed.
Okay, my name is Rosemary. I'm a seamstress and I use that as my name. So my Facebook name is Seamstress Rosemary and my YouTube name is Seamstress Rosemary TV.
Please, you have to check all of them out. And what I'm gonna do, I cannot have the links to everybody, but I'm gonna post this video. Please make sure you just and then this is just write in the comments and let them because even me, I think I'll just post the video raw like that. If you all had a chance to change one thing in Africa, what would it be?
Our government.
Hey!
You know hard now.
Why do you say so?
They're not doing anything for us. Nothing.
But I think I'll need to change every one of us in the room if I had the opportunity, our mindset. Because the day the African man stands up, I tell my sister, I tell my brother from the north, from the south, from the west, that it doesn't matter. Your religion as you are does not matter to me. You are not a threat to me. Your tribe doesn't matter to me. If we can come together and tell ourselves that this is our governor, we have to get him to build this road. And all of us stand on the road. That was what happened in France. How did they build France? They thought the revolution, when it happened, it was the people, they said enough, we've seen enough of this. But the problem is this. When we want to have this conversation, my brother will remind you that he's from Nnewi. And that Kachi that is talking is not from Nnewi. So he's not doing it in the interest of the whole region. Then it makes you shut down your eyes to what you would have achieved if he had teamed up with me and we hold this man down, that you must deliver this which you have promised us that you will do. So I believe that the day we stand up as Africans and say that we want things to change, I think that's the only thing.
A round of applause.
But it's not a challenge. They won't allow you to be able to do that.
But nothing comes easy.
Impoverishing you so that you will not be able to stand on your feet.
Now that is why we should build this niche. That's why we should build this niche, because if we're able to empower ourselves, we can. I understand the place of social engineering, because that's the place she's talking about now. That is also where you see some of these events they used to distract us online. That is social engineering. So the aim is so that you don't get to sit down and get angry at the same time. Yes, it's a part in psychology. In fact, an arm of the state is responsible for that. So if they notice that I'm forming such a strong bond with Wodemaya and we are going to be challenging the state in a way that is not nice, they put in something that will not make I pay attention again. But again, the beauty lies in the fact that some of us are studying. We are asking the right questions. If we can build our own wealth quietly, we can take our destiny in our hands. So imagine where we have a station, like he builds a niche of guys in the ICT sector. And we want to say, okay, we want to challenge, we want to face education in a new way and make it top notch. We may not really even believe in the government. All we need is the sincerity of purpose, honest administrators, and people in the team that will hold everybody accountable like that. You will definitely come back and you'll be like, I'm happy we did this together. So I feel the government have theirs, but I think somehow I feel strongly that we need to do quite a lot.
Yeah.
Wow.
Which party?
Such a great
Do you belong to?
That's really deep.
Are you in politics?
Yes.
That's good, bro.
What mindset do you want to do?
Let us accept ourselves, like embrace who you are. I'm an Igbo girl, you are also an Igbo girl. Don't feel that because I am too, let me say, I am too Igbo, you feel like I don't belong. Okay, I went to a private university, and you know what it is to go to a private university in Nigeria. So people see me like I'm from the higher class, and then I'm speaking English inside here. The most serious note, I'm an Igbo girl. You cannot beat me hands down on that. When I'm in my school, I'm translating Igbo news. Like it's English news, I'm translating it Igbo. I'm translating it to Igbo, and I'm reading it in Igbo. I do that here as well. So in my school, and I'm speaking Igbo, people are like, don't come close to me. Why are you speaking Igbo? You are local.
Yeah.
But she's of more worth than the person making the
And then
noise.
I'm saying something in English. Someone said you are too Igbo.
Pronounce it well.
I'm like, I am Igbo. Do you expect me to sound like
Why not say Igbo?
it was accept like this is our culture. You don't have to be apologetic for the way you sound.
Of course.
This is me and this is the way I sound. So don't feel like I'm being so into it.
I think what you're saying is colonization that did a lot of harm to the brains of Africans. Because I remember just a few days ago, I was just thinking about why was I caned in school when I started speaking my native language.
That's what we saw here. They always write my name.
You can't.
My name is always the second one on the line.
Yeah,
You will pay.
you know, like
for speaking your
they even put like the shell of the snail that smells, and then you put it on your neck as a punishment for speaking a vernacular language. And I'm like, that's my. I mean, I'm not saying that we should not learn a different language. That's okay, but why were you depriving me from learning my own language, speaking my own
Do you
language?
know the funny part? When I entered JS1, I realized that those that could not speak Igbo, if they speak English, I am far better than them.
Yes.
When they're speaking English, I am far better than them. And then you cannot speak your native dialect, and then the English you cannot still go flow with the English.
I also
Where are you
had a
coming
friend
from?
like that when I was in JS1. Her mother is a teacher, but she repeated JS1 and I met her in JS1. She doesn't know how to speak Igbo. She speaks only English, but yet she fails English and math in high school.
And I think we should.
She repeated JS1. We still left her in JS1. She repeated JS2. She does each class twice.
I think we should just send a message to African parents, because now and I don't know if it's the Gen Z African parent that don't want their kids to learn their local language. Like you hear kids speaking English, French, and they
Even
don't
German.
know the language that makes them who they are.
They don't.
They don't know, and that is sad.
But I think I like your part to this. You know why? All of us that are arguing now, if you ask us our names, we're starting with you're Wodemaya.
I'm not what a buyer.
Okay, no, that's my native.
I didn't tell her.
Okay.
I think she asked me. I gave her.
So my native name,
Yeah.
I am okay.